Hey YouTube, today is finally the day where we're taking the Datsun to go get tuned. So we've got a truck and a trailer, and as you can see, the Datsun is already loaded up, and we're going to be heading out in just a little bit. The dyno shop is about 15 to 20 minutes away. We're going to get it unloaded, I think at my friend's house, and then we'll drive it 2 minutes over to the actual dyno shop. Just because we're trying to do it early because it possibly could rain today, and we don't want to be unloading it in the rain. So it's loaded up there. Yesterday we took it to get aligned and corner balanced. So we got that all situated, so the back wheels are now straight, so you don't have it trying to walk off the dyno. So yeah, we took the hood off just for easy access. If there's any kind of issues, we can see them. And yeah, it is ready. Today is finally the big day. I'm super nervous, anxious to get a good map on it, and then of course everybody wants to know what kind of horsepower it's going to make. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and head out and make our way to the dyno. Hey there, just inserting this little announcement. Make sure that you stay all the way to the end to see who won the Facebook giveaway I had for the poster, as well as how to enter the next giveaway for the next poster. Alright, so we got my car unloaded at my buddy's house, and we're just going to go ahead and drive around the corner and take it over to the dyno. It was a lot easier to get it in this driveway just because it's at a slope, so that helped a lot. So we're going to drive it over there. Alright, so from this point on, I don't talk to the camera too much. Basically, I'm just way too stressed out. There's so many things going on, and I'm just so nervous about the car braking, honestly. So I'm kind of gonna do a voiceover now after the fact. So we waited 15 to 20 minutes for the tuner to look over the car, make sure everything was hooked up correctly, just their preliminary checks to make sure that the car they're about to dyno is looking okay. He did make one change to my vacuum line routing, but that was about it. So this is him, getting it loaded onto the dyno, and we'll spend, another 10 minutes getting it strapped on and some idle cruising to make sure it's all straight. Alright, so like I said, now they're just, driving the car normally to make sure that it's all strapped down okay. They did this for quite a while. Extra precaution there just to make sure it doesn't walk off the dyno. So we did a few more pulls at 93 octane, and they were all very consistent. 381 horsepower and 341 torque, which is good. We were just looking for, a base map tune, since we're mainly going to be running E85. And now my nervous self is going to talk to you for the first time. Alright, so this is the first time I've talked to you since we've been at the dyno. We've done a few pulls already, tuned on 93. And now we just put race fuel in it, so we're gonna, tune it on some race fuel, get it ready for E85. So we're getting started with that. And it starts sprinkling. right, so it's been a little bit since that dyno day. We've of course got the car back and it's all safe and sound and everything's good with it. After that last dyno pull, it started raining a little bit, and you know, this car isn't ready to handle the rain yet, so we were kind of in a hurry to get it unstrapped and loaded on the trailer and brought back home. So didn't really film anything the rest of that day. So now ready to recap kind of the things that happened, the overall experience, and you know, some things that I saw that we're going to keep working towards. So real quick, before I jump into kind of the recap and some upgrades I want to do and some other issues that we found, I want to congratulate the winner on my Facebook post who guessed the correct horsepower. I did a little giveaway on Facebook to whoever could guess the horsepower of this car for this video. We were going to give away, or we are giving away, this poster. And the winner is Jeffrey Paul Thurston, who guessed 467 horsepower, and that is the correct answer. So good job. Please either message me at stewartmotoring@gmail.com or on Facebook to get in contact, and I'll get you this poster sent out. All right, so like I said, we had a Facebook giveaway for this 280Z Blueprint poster. So if you haven't already, please go over to the Facebook page and like it for your chance to enter more giveaways. But I'm also going to do another giveaway for another poster. And here's the poster we're giving away. So it's a 280Z with the shapes and letters of the kind of body panels in the design of the 280Z. So it's pretty cool. Pretty big poster there, nice frame. So we're going to be giving that away. So all you need to do to enter the giveaway is 1, be subscribed to the channel, and 2, comment anything you want below. So it could be, hey, it could be something that you like about the build, just anything you want, comment below. That'll enter you as long as you're subscribed, and we'll do that giveaway in a week or two, and it'll be announced in the next video. So enter for that one. So now back to kind of the whole experience. Basically, I was a nervous breakdown the entire time. That was probably the most stressful I've been my entire life, because we've worked so hard on this car, so much time working on the motor, you know, taking the motor apart, replacing the seals and the transmission, and never doing a clutch before, all that stuff. You know, you think about and you hope you did it right. Because you know the dyno is going to tell you if you did it wrong. Luckily, the only issue we had on the dyno was that the throttle screw on the throttle body, you could say, came a little loose, so it actually opened up the throttle, so the car was starting to rev really high. It was idling at like 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. So we found that issue, and we just put a nylon nut on the idle screw, and that solved that issue. Now 467 is a great number. I'm pretty happy with that number. You know, everything that I kind of did to this car with the clutch and the turbo and the injectors and all of those types of things was, you know, made for 500 horsepower. That turbo is rated for 500. So, you know, if I could get around 500, that was perfect with me. And so we made 467, which is good. It's going to be great for this little car. And I've already had quite a bit of fun with it. I think the next step is to upgrade the ignition system because I think it's a little weak, and I think if we upgrade that, we can definitely hit 500. The other thing is that we tuned this car on 93, and then we went up to race fuel so that it would be E85 compatible, which we did. And you know, when we filled the gas tank up with their race fuel, we weren't seeing the ethanol content really rise, but we went ahead and tuned it anyway, and you know, we had a successful, you know, dyno day as it was. But now that I've driven the car and I've filled up gas twice at the local E85 stations, I've noticed my ethanol content increase dramatically, and I'll post those pictures on the screen. So I've filled up twice. So one picture is from the day after dyno day. The next picture is after the first fill up, and then the third picture is after the second fill up. So as you can tell that the ethanol content has really increased. So I've been talking with the tuner and I've sent him a new map, and we're working out the logs and making sure that with the higher ethanol content that our AFRs are still good. So with that in mind, I don't know what it was. Either my fuel tank was reading inaccurately and it was more full on 93 than we thought, or they put in some really old stale racing gas that was losing its ethanol content. Because as you can tell, just getting gas at the gas station, the E85 pump is increasing that ethanol content a lot. So with that being said, a high gain like that from 54 to 72, that's quite a bit. So just in that fuel change, I really think that we could have probably hit 500 horsepower there. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm going to take it back. We're going to try and hit 500. I don't know when that's going to be, probably, after this winter when we upgrade the ignition system. I'm still trying to figure out what route I want to go there, but that is definitely something I want to do. And then make sure we have a good ethanol percent. So I think that about wraps it up. We're getting to the point to just put the last bits and pieces on the car, the windows, the rubber trim, fender mirrors. Wrapping the car is going to be a big one. Not exactly sure what color I'm going to go with, but we're going to wrap this car still, and that's going to be an upcoming project. So we're not done yet, but it's definitely time to start enjoying all the hard work that I put into this car, because it is drivable and roadworthy. Yeah, so again, this is the first time I've done any of this before. I've never been to a dyno. I've never done any of that. Is my first experience, so I didn't even know what ethanol content it should even be reading. I was just happy that the car worked, it didn't break, we got a good map, it's drivable on the street now, it's doing what it's supposed to. So overall the day went really well, and I'm happy with it. So that's it for this one, really. I appreciate you guys watching. Just again, subscribe, comment below to enter to win that poster. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya.